Hi, ladies. It's that time. Now, I hope you've done your homework. This really is my third video. The first video was just giving you an overview of what we're going to try to do, which is lose 50 pounds by Christmas. And I just gave you some tips and some things to get the ball rolling. Last week, I talked about getting a journal, a special pen, your Fitbit if you have one. I do have one here, right here. Where is it? Right here, that I use. But it's really helpful in terms of helping you to track everything. And I think I talked about getting your journal not only to record what you're eating, but also your feelings and everything that goes with that. And then also some other things. I think I talked about apple cider vinegar, or that's what I'll do this week actually, is just say how it's going to go. Now this I hope will be our first week of getting started and getting your mind together, because I think last week I talked about getting the mindset of changing your habits, because I don't want to call it a diet. It's just one letter from die, if you ask me. So we're going to change our lifestyle, ladies, change our habits, change what we do. And I think I want to ease into it because I've done this a million times. I pretty much kind of know what my triggers are, or what really works and doesn't work for me. So I'm just going to share with you, because I think being older women, being a woman in your 50s, your body has changed, or it's going to go through the change. I still haven't yet, believe it or not. But it's just a whole nother dynamic, I think, with older women. So I think what we need to do is really look at ourselves and go deeper, and go into yourself as to why you're doing this and what you want from it. As I said before in the previous video, this is just for you. It's for no one else. You have to love yourself and want to be healthy. I'm tired of taking a shot. I mean, that's basically my thing. It's not that I have to, oh my God, I got to be a certain size. Or when you're over 50, at this point in life, you just don't give a damn about what somebody else thinks, right, ladies? So it's about you. And I think uh, you have to do this and go inside of yourself and understand what you're doing, and that's when you'll be most successful. I found when I've been successful before, that's what I've done, but I would fall off the wagon, and like I said, whatever I lost I found, and then some. So that's just it. You got to really, if you really want to change, you really want to keep it off, you really want to get rid of this disease, because it's a disease, then that's what you're going to have to do, is be really realistic. So, as I said, this week I wanted to get started. And I think the first thing that you need to work on is getting a routine, getting a habit. I'm going to get up now and start going back to the gym, get up really early and go. I like to do it and get it over with. So I can start my day. And then also, as a diabetic, by going and kind of, I always work out on an empty stomach. You kind of use up all the sugar or whatever in your system or whatever from the day before. And so if you did kind of fall off the wagon, you can get rid of all that without it turning to fat. Now, for some of you, I just want to let you know I'm on insulin. I take one shot a day because I started changing how I eat, so I don't. I have one main big meal a day, and then I eat a little bit of smaller meals. Now that works for some people, and some people it doesn't. I'm also intermittent fasting, where I only eat between a 10 and 6 8-hour window. I've found also, as a diabetic, intermittent fasting really helps, and really you can lose weight even with it, even if you're not even changing your habits that much. But that is something I do as well that I think is effective. And then that's also works in to help with you working out because by lowering your sugars and not eating as much, you don't have to have the food or the sugar to store as fat. The other thing is I take Jardiance. That's another drug that helps your body get rid of extra sugar by through urination. And the thing is, you have to drink a ton of water. I'm basically almost to a gallon of water a day. And I was going to say that is something you really should work on because you would not believe how much drinking water regularly and a nice amount of it, how it flushes your system, how you feel better. It makes those type of drugs work better so you don't get the infections or whatever that sometimes are side effects of that. So that is another thing just to let you know for those of you that may be taking it or Farxiga or some of the other new drugs that are doing that. So you have to know your own body and know what works and what doesn't work for you. But I just think you should really work toward eating less. I mean, that's just the bottom line. And I mean eating less in general. Your body really doesn't need, we got to kind of undo some of the thought processes that we have been taught that are not working. Because when you really look at the human body, it was made to deal with the feast or famine kind of thing or whatever. You don't have to eat all day long. You really don't. And that's just it. But you have to change and get your body, because I think what I'm working toward is the ketogenic diet. I want to get to that point maybe in another month and a half, where you're really eating really low carbs but higher fat and protein, and I know that burns fat and will help you lose. Because let's face it, ladies, people aren't diabetic after bariatric surgery. Usually when you lose a ton of weight, your body gets back efficient and it isn't insulin resistant. um so, oh, here's my phone. Sorry, everyone. Hold on. um so basically, what you have to do is find out where your body is, and find out what works for you. And ultimately, that's what I'm telling you I'm going to do, is the ketogenic thing. And maybe, in a month or so, so then I can work toward the weight loss for December. But it's something that you're going to have to work into, and something that you're going to have to get ready for. And as I said, in your mindset, it's a whole lot of old habits and things you have to change. So I think this week, what I would say for the first week for getting started, we're not going to go cold turkey and just stop everything and do everything. That doesn't work. I think you should, first of all, this week, concentrate on cleansing your body. Because another thing, when you are full of what, your body is not absorbing in the nutrients of the foods that you are eating, and you're not going to be healthy. So once again, increasing your water intake, as well as starting to do some type of exercise. Now where I work out for about an hour or two, but that's not for everybody. You're gonna have to start slow. And if you walking is the quickest, best way to get things started, because we're all at different levels. And the main thing is do something, move 5-10 minutes a day if you have to, just to get started, and then work your way up. That's the only way this is going to work. And so, like I said, I think you need to work this week on cleansing. You should take some fiber. You should do whatever you got to do. If one day you need to stay home so you can, drink some prune juice or whatever, and get things going and get it out of you. That's the first thing. Once again, like I said, increase your water intake. And then also, I think the first week, there's something you need to give up to get the ball rolling. So for me, I'm going to start with drinking soda. I love my diet Dr. Pepper. I really do, and I gotta stop it because what the soda bloats you up. It keeps you from drinking enough water. Diet soda is full of sodium, so it's no damn good. You almost would do better drinking a regular soda with sugar in it because your body knows what that is. All the diet chemicals and salt is no good. So that is what I'm going to give up for this week. And so I would say pick the one thing that you know that's a little luxury that you can give up to get the ball rolling, because that's just it. We've got to start weekly giving up different things in order to move to the ketogenic diet that I'm talking about, that I'm going to do. So I think that is enough for you to do for this first week. So just to reiterate, I would say increase your water, start moving, cleanse your system, and give up one trigger, one thing that you know is a luxury item that you're eating or drinking that you can give up. And then you can start feeling better about that. Write everything in your journals and start making sure that you are really being more cognizant of what you're eating and drinking. And that's just the first step, because to throw everything all out the window the first week or whatever, you're not going to do it. And then next week you'll be crying while you're eating that slice of cake. So all I'm saying is let's start this really slow and really be methodical about it. And I would also say weigh yourself. I'm going to weigh myself tomorrow to see what my baseline thing is. And I will share that with you next week. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, how much I weigh. Well, I weigh over 300 pounds. So let's just, I'm just keeping it 100. And please subscribe below. Tell your friends, tell other people, so we can start building a community here and being supportive of each other. And I really want to help you, and I really need your help as well. So let's do this, ladies and gentlemen. If there are some men out there that want to do the same thing, hey, I'm all for it. Let's do this together and make it happen, because by Christmas, hunty, we gonna be fine as frog hair. Okay? So I'll see you guys next week, and have a great week. Bye.